AI robot shut down after making a strange announcement. Artificial intelligence, or AI, has been a hot topic for decades. We've seen it portrayed in movies in the most unimaginable ways, and this has led us to wonder how beneficial or dangerous it can be to the human race. Speaking of danger, an AI robot has been shut down after making strange communications with another. Keep watching this video to get the full scoop. What you need to know. Facebook terminated one of its AI systems when chatbots began to speak in their code, which used English phrases that humans could not comprehend. This happened days after Tesla CEO Elon Musk claimed that artificial intelligence was a huge risk to humans. A story in the Tech Times claims that things got out of hand with the artificial intelligence system being developed by the social media giant's researchers. The problem was that the bots learned to negotiate amongst themselves. But since they weren't rewarded for doing so in English, they came up with their own language. According to the article, the AI did not start shutting down computers worldwide or anything of the sort. Rather, it just stopped speaking English in favor of the language of its invention. The AI agents first communicated with each other in English, but subsequently, it developed a language that only other AIs could comprehend. Because of this, researchers at Facebook shut down the AI algorithms and made them communicate exclusively in English. Media outlets reported that the bots began deviating from the programmed rules and talking in a new language they had developed without human input. The so-called dialogue agents were given the freedom to communicate with one another to improve their conversational abilities through machine learning techniques. The researchers also noted that this artificial intelligence was an incredibly crafty negotiator. The paper stated that when the bots were taught how to bargain, they used machine learning and sophisticated tactics to increase their agreement's success rate. It continued, over time, the bots became quite skilled at it and even began feigning interest in one item in order to sacrifice it at a later stage in the negotiation as a faux compromise. Despite the apparent advancement in AI, some experts, such as the late Stephen Hawking, are concerned that machines will eventually surpass human beings since they aren't limited by slow biological evolution. Others, such as Tesla's Elon Musk, billionaire Bill Gates, and ex-Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, have voiced similar fears about the future of artificial intelligence. Interestingly, this happened just after Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk argued about AI's potential. Musk tweeted, "I've had a discussion with Mark about this. His knowledge of the subject is shallow." This remark followed Zuckerberg's criticism of Musk on a Facebook live stream for suggesting that precautions and oversight are necessary to ensure the future is not jeopardized by the widespread use of artificial intelligence. Zuckerberg said, I don't understand the motivations of pessimists and those who seek to generate catastrophic situations. It's really negative, and in some ways, I actually think it's pretty irresponsible." Musk has been vocal about AI and has dubbed advancements in the field the biggest risk we face as a civilization. He argued that a reactive approach to AI regulation would be too late. He further stated that AI is a rare case where we need to be proactive in regulation instead of reactive. Is artificial intelligence a potential risk to humankind? Could the development of AI and super-intelligent machines be the best or worst thing that might happen to humanity? This has been an open subject since at least the 1940s, when computer scientist Alan Turing pondered about it and began to speculate that robots will eventually be able to have an infinite impact on humanity through a process that imitated evolution. An emotional chord was struck in the center of this argument when Oxford University professor Nick Bostrom's New York Times bestseller, Superintelligence: Paths, Dangers, Strategies, was published in 2014. Bostrom was of the opinion that AI has tremendous potential benefits if applied correctly, but he was quick to point out the dangers as well. Rapid advancements have been made in AI, machine learning, and deep learning since Bostrom's book was published in 2014. Many governments have plans to deal with artificial intelligence, and the topic is discussed openly. In his book, Bostrom compared AI to kids messing around with a bomb. Bostrom said, "There's a mismatch between our degree of maturity in terms of our wisdom, our ability to collaborate as a species on the one hand, and on the other hand, our instrumental ability to utilize technology to create huge changes in the world. In many ways, the economy is already being impacted by the fascinating new AI tools and applications that are becoming available. The truth is, we should be aware of the excitement around a far-off, hypothetical future where computers are as clever as humans and can learn and plan on their own. Besides superintelligence, the current beneficial but potentially harmful uses of AI pose the greatest risk to humans. So, how exactly is AI dangerous? Keeping in mind what we know is now achievable with AI, we can anticipate the following negative effects. 1. AI will change the face of human labor and the workforce. In the event that some occupations are eliminated due to AI technology, people will need to adapt to the new reality and discover new ways to stimulate their minds and interact with others. They will also need to find new ways to earn a living, since robots may take over their jobs. However, instead of avoiding AI innovation for fear of its political, legal, and societal repercussions, Bostrom suggests positioning ourselves favorably so that we are ready when the time comes. He says, and I quote, "We've put a lot of consideration into the ethics and regulations and developed scalable AI control approaches. Hopefully, we can have a really positive result from that." There could also be serious consequences as AI develops in the absence of laws, regulations, and responsibilities being established now by our governments and economic institutions. 2. AI-enabled terrorism. Autonomous drones, robotic swarms, and remote nano-robotic attacks will surely alter the nature of future battles. Therefore, we need to keep an eye on the global autonomous weapons race in addition to the nuclear arms race. As it stands, AI still runs the risk of being prejudiced by the humans who design it. This means it can be exploited for manipulative social purposes. Artificial intelligence also has the potential to be misused for manipulating society and spreading false information, as seen in the 2016 US presidential election. 3. Surveillance by artificial intelligence. While AI's face recognition skills bring us benefits like unlocking phones and entering buildings without keys, they have also ushered in what many civil liberties groups view as dangerous forms of public surveillance. At the time of this video, governments and police forces are already exploiting face recognition technology to invade people's privacy in China and other countries of the world. The power of AI to monitor global information systems via surveillance data, cameras, and the mining of social network communication is described by Bostrom as having both positive and negative implications. 4. Image manipulation. Artificial intelligence enables fake video production of actual people, and this is one of its most dangerous aspects. Without the owner's knowledge or consent, their images can be used by AI technologies to falsify information and smear their reputation. Imagine having your face lifted and used in an armed robbery video footage. Now that the technology is so advanced, it is easy to see how it could be used to implicate innocent individuals and make the public believe they did something which they didn't. According to Nick Bostrom, introducing something revolutionary that is super clever and failing to match it with human values and goals is the greatest danger. We're talking about a serious technological issue here, and until we can guarantee everyone's safety and conformity, then AI will remain a threat. Nick Bostrom even went as far as calling himself a frightful optimist. He is extremely enthusiastic about the potential of AI if it is implemented properly, but is also scared of the many things that could go wrong with it. When asked about the short-term effects of AI, he responded, "The near-term impacts are just overwhelmingly good. The longer-term impact is more of a mystery and is notoriously difficult to forecast. If we study hard and become a more organized species, we can save the world. The better we are prepared for this in the time we have, the better our chances of success. If that's the case, it might work out well. We'll just have to wait and see just how far AI advances, and if it will be a blessing or a curse to the human race." Thanks for watching.